Well, BudgetTravelerChris.com is here at the Royal Victoria Yacht Club, presenting the annual Swiftsure International Yacht Race. And the smaller boats are coming into the Royal Victoria Yacht Club, and that's right here. The big boats are getting in between 10 o'clock tonight and tomorrow night, 24 hours. So here's the people gathering here. And we're going to film them coming in down here. This is the marina here. And you can see some of the boats just arriving now. And they're going to have a barbecue for them after. This is where they're going to come in. And that's where the barbecue is going to be over here. And today's quite a windy day, so some of these boats may have finished a little quicker than what they anticipated on finishing. So we're going to go down and check them out, see how they made out. So here's the entrance to the jetties at the Royal Victoria Yacht Club. You just head on down here. It's quite an extensive marina, as you can see. And we got a few yachts for sale here, in case you're looking for a budget yacht to go do some traveling in. Got a little community barbecue area there with some picnic tables set up. Got the dinghy storage over here. And she's a pretty windy day today, so it's a good day for sailing. Those boats would have got in a little quicker than they anticipated, because we've got, I think, 35 kilometer-hour winds today. Look at all these little tiny boats here. Wow, that's a whole lot of boats. This is quite the sailing club here. I had no idea they had so many boats here. First time I've ever been to this marina. You got some pretty nice boats in here. So if you like sailboats, come and check out the Royal Victoria Yacht Club. It's got plenty of very, very nice sailboats down here. And apparently we can have a little look at any boats that are coming in from around the rocks from this jetty. This is a very interesting looking boat called the Tisana. Oh, so it's got a native art on the front. That's pretty cool. Very cool, actually. There's a look back at all the boats there. Yeah, this is a big marina. No idea this existed here. Wow. There's a beautiful boat. That oyster, $4.75.
Have a great time.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there's some really nice boats out here. Oh, here comes another sailboat in there. Oh, this boat's really nice. Looks like it's made of teak or something. Look at that. That thing's a classic beauty. Oh, that must have just cost a fortune to refinish that boat. Arenda is the name on it. Wow, that is one fancy boat. Incredible. Look at the woodwork there. Very, very, very nice. Very rare. Most boats are made out of fiberglass, so when you see a wood boat like this, that is special. Yeah, that's a very special boat that takes a lot of care and a lot of maintenance to keep that up. Look at how it's belly shaped outward like that. That's a really unique hull design. Wow. I'd love to talk to the owner about that boat and have him describe it and where it's made and who made it. I'm sure it's got one heck of a story. Look at the swelling. So that makes just for a ton of room inside there, because most other boats they curve inward, which takes up all the space in there. So yeah, you can see around the point here, but I don't see any more boats coming in here except for that one over there. And most of the boats have probably already come in already because the wind today was so incredibly powerful that everybody finished a little faster than they thought they would. There's a nice catamaran here. You see the netting there where you can walk on the netting between. Oh, that's a trimaran. Yeah, so that's got 3 hookers, that one. Right on that. There's a nice cruiser. There's a nice yacht there too. So that's what they use to get out to their boats. Use these little dinghies here. If they don't want to, you know, pay for the moorage, you can drop an anchor over here and then just take a little dinghy out to your boat. Because you can moor for free. All these boats here have all just put in their own anchors and they don't have to pay a monthly fee. So that's called budget anchoring. Budget anchoring is where you spend a lot of money up front, putting an anchor down, usually a really big piece of concrete or something that's heavy that'll dig into the ground with a heavy chain on it with a bunch of rope at the top. Then you secure your boat to that and hope that big winds don't blow it away. You're taking a bit of a risk to anchor your boat, but you probably save a few $100s a month by parking it at a marina. So there we go. Looking out at there, out in the ocean there, we got one boat coming in. It may be in the race. We'll zoom in on it. So Heather's boat's just coming in now, and something broke down on it, but they won't tell you what.
No, they won't tell me.
Because you're part owner. Yeah. So here they come now. And what's the name of your boat?
Deliverance.
Deliverance. And does that have a meaning?
Nope.
No? It was named that way when you bought it. Okay. And you can't change a boat's name unless you put a penny under the mast when you do it, right?
Take everything off of it.
Everything what?
Like anything with the previous name you have to take off.
So that's a real ritual, because otherwise you'll have bad luck, right?
Yeah.
And that's a big superstition with sailors, and you don't ever mess with that superstition, do you? No, I've heard of that.
Can you come here, Warren?
How many feet is your boat?
26 feet.
And what kind is it?
That's 7.9.
And where was it made?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Probably locally, though?
No, it came from down south.
Oh, it's from like California.
Kentucky, I think.
Oh, Kentucky. Oh, okay. Yeah, the biggest boat there, Mach 2, that was made in Southern California.
That's a big boat.
Yeah, I did an interview with them yesterday. That's on the channel. That was nice to run into them, just out of fluke, right? Just walking down the dock, and he just happened to come out when I was walking by. The timing's everything, just like this, right? So she's going to give him a little hand docking because it's very, very windy here today. And they're just coming in late from the race because something broke. They haven't said what broke yet. Did you guys complete the whole race? You did, eh? How many hours did it take you?
I think around
7 hours? And how far did you go out?
I think it was 27 knots.
So were you in the smallest course? Or the middle one of the middle courses? Well, we're at the Royal Victoria Yacht Club in Victoria, and we're going to have the award ceremonies here shortly. And here's a couple of the trophies here. And the people here.
One job to do.
Did
you even have a job?
Oh, she's got pictures going.
You already missed your photo.
Get liquor.
Here you go, sir.
Look at that trophy. Holy.
Ready? Okay. There you go.
Wait a minute. Ours was third.
Nice.
Gotta love it.
And as a, you also get this bottle of rum,
Oh, that's a
but it
bonus.
comes with a caveat. And the nature of the liquor license we have here does not permit you to drink this rum within the licensed service area. So we'd like you to take it home and enjoy it at home.
We can do that. Sure. Thanks, Dougal. Appreciate it.
Dougal, I haven't seen you in 40 years. Do you recognize me?
Hey, Chris, right?
Chris
Yeah,
Abbott.
good to
Wow,
see you.
good to see you too. You were always into sailing. We went to Brentwood together, right?
That's right.
And that's where I learned to sail. I got my CYA level 3. Oh, it's so good to see you. You know how I recognized you? Your voice. After 40 years.
It hasn't changed.
Unbelievable.
dropped.
So good to see you. You never know who you're going to see or where we're going to be on budgettravelerchris.com.
In third place, NVS, Paul Gibson. Come on up and shake my hand, Paul. Well done. And I've heard some of the stories about Albert Head, and apparently it was a bit sporty out there. Yeah. So there was a bit of a race of attrition. And,
Yeah, well, we survived. So
yeah, good stuff. Congratulations. And in second place, Simon Walker. All right, and then in first place, Andre Belcourt.
You gotta get close. You gotta get very friendly. Get very friendly. Something funny.
Something funny.
Something funny.
And again, as I said to my the other winners, and as a former liquor regulator for the province, unfortunately, this has to be taken home. It can't be consumed within the service. We know where he lives. It would be contrary to the liquor control licensing. Anyway, cheers, mate. Well done.
Congratulations.
That concludes the prize giving. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
Well, there you go. That wraps up the event here at. Wow, good to seeing you.
Living in Victoria these days?
I'm on the Mellhat. How about you? You've been a lawyer, I heard.
No, my brother Malcolm's a lawyer.
Oh, and what have you been doing?
I was the liquor regulator for the province, and I've retired, and I live up on Thetis Island now.
Oh,
And I
awesome.
got a little consulting business up there. So
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
we'll have to exchange numbers.
yeah, it's pretty
Alrighty.
cool. Yeah.
Well, stay tuned, everybody, because you never know where we're going to be or who you're going to meet. So it's called YV Tracker to track the boats. Hey,
It's an app you can download, and it tracks all the boats. So,
Okay, we'll have a look at the tracker here.
so that shows.
The Swiftsure website has it as well.
Yeah, so if you go to Swiftsure website, it has it there.
Oh, the website has it. That's handy, eh? Yeah.
So you can see, so there are boats. There's boats round. These are the boats that are round Cape Flattery already. So most of the boats go out to Cape Flattery out here.
And when would they be back, those boats?
These boats, this boat Smoke is winning right now. So right now it's going 15 knots. And it would probably, at 15 knots, it probably won't keep that speed up. I would give it 3 hours.
Oh, okay. So in 3 hours I can go.
Yeah, I
film
would say at
something?
8 o'clock you'll see boats starting to finish.
Yeah, because they were estimating 10, right? But there was a bit more wind today than
There's
they
more.
expected,
There's
right?
a little bit more wind than expected.
Right.
So I would suggest you go down there, and you should see them there.
Right on the end
Yeah.
of the causeway, you figure it
Right,
out.
yeah, that's the best spot.
That's where
to
I
see
was
it.
earlier,
Yeah.
and then I found out they're all coming in here. So
Yeah,
I
no,
came
that's
over here.
just these.
The small
that's
guys.
just the small guys. Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, Malcolm was out there in his boat.
Oh, no way. Which is
Yeah.
Malcolm's boat?
It's called feral.
Okay, great. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Well, yeah, they were in the short course, but
Oh, they're coming in here.
He actually damaged his mast, so we didn't finish.
Oh no, is he here?
No, he's gone home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely say
Licking
hi to
his
him.
wounds.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? Oh,
Nice
it's so
seeing you,
awesome to
Chris.
see you. Yeah, no, thank you so much for doing what you do and being who you are.